right? Whenever I open my organizations repository, which is DevOps easy. For public, I'm getting separate repository. For private, like that, separate tabs I'm getting. But whenever I gone to my github.com/DevOps easy account, I'm getting normal itself. For this normal, there is no change in UI. But for my organizations repository, which I have created, for this there is a change.
Yama?
Right? For this, it's separate. You can see UI all at once, public, private. For your organizations, the UI got changed. For your normal account, UI was constant. Okay. So we have set up this SS agent. Now I will tell you how to install this Sonar Cube. Okay, then after once it is successful, I want to discuss one more topic. Let's see. Okay, today week task was to you need to set up master slave setup and you need to set up this Sonar Cube. And not only just so I have just log into my account. Not only doing setup, you need to understand, like for suppose how to integrate this Sonar Cube with Jenkins. So that part I will show, right? How to add node to the Jenkins. In the interview, they will ask how to add a node to Jenkins. What are the steps we need to follow? So you need to explain, manage Jenkins, manage nodes. You need to select, give the executors, right? How many executors you want to run. Then you need to give the path. Then after you need to provide how you need to log into that node. So these are the steps you need to remember. When you are going to remember if you practice. Now I will fastly create one server. I will choose Ubuntu. Select older version. Only reason selecting for Ubuntu 20 is it's stable. Latest version might get any. Latest version is not. I'm not telling that it will get an errors, but older version will be more stable compared to. I will select EK8s, security group, all traffic, launch instance. So I have terminated that Jenkins master node because we don't have any work on it. Next week we will be having work. So that's the reason. In upcoming week, I am not going to show you Jenkins master slave sonar cube. Okay, everything will be set up. So it will take some time, right? I will take one Ubuntu. Then after I will install SonarQube. SonarQube will depend upon a database which is PostgreSQL. You can install the SonarQube easily by using Docker container, but it's not a real-time approach. Companies follow this approach. If you see in YouTube SonarQube setup, they will just run this SonarQube as a Docker container. It is an easy approach and it should you can run like that as well, but this is the best robust approach. I will connect this, login. I will open a git bash. So you need to go to the folder where your PEM file is downloaded. Okay, I will paste this. Okay, so this steps was I have collected from internet itself, from official website. From official website, if you want to do it, you can do, but you will confuse. That's the reason I just kept steps here. Okay. Yeah, I just forget to create this Linux tutorial. So yeah, I will upload videos. Already I have prepared. Today I will try to upload one video on Linux. Update the packages. Install Postgres. Postgres is nothing but one type of database. That's it. What are the SonarQube? What SonarQube will do? SonarQube will test your code. Whatever the code developer written, SonarQube will test. So what is a SonarQube? I'm going to explain. Don't worry. I'm just showing you the setup. Right? Practical part is very important compared to theoretical. What is SonarQube? Even if you search in YouTube or Google, you will get. But this practical setup, no, you cannot able to do it. So that's the reason first time showing you how to set up this practically. Even in the interview also, they don't ask what is SonarQube. They will tell how to configure SonarQube with Jenkins. Real time they will ask. So new password. So whenever you install Postgres, a Postgres user will be created, right? You can set the password for Postgres. I'm giving password as same name, Postgres. Retype password, Postgres. So I will explain on this about the steps as well, right? Don't worry. So I'm logging as a Postgres user. Just observe. Monday we will again connect, right? At the time I will explain all the steps. Okay, good. After that, install Java. So one more thing, SonarQube also written in Java. So without Java, SonarQube will not work. Here also you need to install Java compulsorily. What is this SonarQube theoretical part? We will be having separate session, but theory is not that much helpful for you. Even in normal institutes, they'll just show you the theory part. Coming to this practical, they will majority they will skip. Then after, in the Linux kernel, you need to increase the limits. For SonarQube, you need to increase the limit. Which limit? Under the security file, you need to increase the processing limit, and you need to increase the memory limit. Then after, you need to reboot the system. Okay, go down, insert, Control E, sorry, escape, Control E. Okay. I will add this. Paste the below values at the bottom of the line. Okay. WQ. Then after down insert mode, add this value. Okay. Now restart the Ubuntu instance. It will take some time to restart this EC2 instance now, right? SonarCube is an open source platform developed by Sonar Source for continuous inspection of code quality, to perform automatic reviews with static analysis of code, to detect bugs and code smells on 29 programming languages. Right, on 29 programming languages, SonarCube will help you to check your code bugs. Right, that's the reason we are going to use. That's the use of SonarCube. In order to check your whether you what written whether developer it was correct or not. Is there any bugs? All thing it will collect and it will throw you an output. So depending upon that output, developer will see that code and he will fix that issue. Then what I have done, I have updated the packages. Then after, as SonarCube required database, you can choose any database, right? MySQL, whatever database you want. But I've chosen PostgreSQL. Okay. In order to install PostgreSQL, first what you need to do, you need to PostgreSQL is not present in the repository, which is apt repository. So try to follow my Linux tutorial. You will get to know what is apt repository, what is M repository. I'm trying to upload that. I'm not getting time, but I will definitely by next week I will update. Then after, you need to add about Postgres. Then after, update the packages, install Postgres. Okay. Then whenever you install Postgres, I told you, right, a user will be automatically created, Postgres user. How for Jenkins, whenever you install Jenkins, you will get a Jenkins user. In the same way for Postgres, you will get a Postgres user, right? Then you need to change the password of the Postgres. After changing the password, you need to log in into the Postgres user. Inside the Postgres, I told you, right, it will be helpful for creating database. What I did, I log into the Postgres terminal, PSQL. Okay. Then what I have given, I have created a new user in the Postgres with the name user Sonar and password Sonar. Right, I have just created database SonarCube and I kept the owner as Sonar. Then after, I grant all privilege on database SonarCube to Sonar. Nothing but in the Postgres SQL, I just created one dummy SonarCube user. Then after, I have created a database on SonarCube for that user. Then after, I given permissions for that Sonar. Then after, I just came exit out of this Postgres SQL. You don't need to know all these commands. This will be work by database team. But as a DevOps engineer, is it required for you? No need. If you know a little bit, just a normal knowledge on this database, that is more than enough. But that one also no needed. But you can able to understand that by seeing this. Then after, install Java because SonarCube written in Java. Sudo apt update. Right. Then after, install Java. So whenever you install SonarCube, if you don't increase the limit, SonarCube will not start. So that's the reason you need to increase the limit by adding these two values. You need to increase the memory as well. Then after, reboot the system. Now I will log into my EC2 instance again. Yeah, it is rebooted successfully. So now I will download the SonarCube zip file. So in Windows, how you will install any software, you will download the .exe file, right? Here you are going to download tar file or zip files. You will untract unst like how you will be having zip files. You will what you will do? You will create a export in Windows, right? By using UI. Here you need to execute some commands. So I will do unzip. So you need to do all these steps, right? Blindly follow the document. That's it. So I'm telling repeatedly, if you don't practice, it's very difficult, even in the interview, to explain. In the interviews, they will not ask what is Terraform, right? They will not ask theory questions. They will ask directly and real time. Okay. Then after I have created user and given permissions. So I've added a group called as Sonar. Then after I've added a user called as Sonar. I'm giving the ownership. What is a ch1? What is user add? Which I already uploaded a video on Linux tutorial. You can go if how to create a user in Linux. There have explained what is this user. Okay, then update SonarQube property with DB credentials. Okay, find and replace the below values. You might need to add sonar.url. So if you see, go to database section. I told you, right? You can use Oracle database if you want. You can use Postgres. You can use SQL Server. Okay. Now what I will do, I'm using Postgres, right? I will go to Postgres SQL. Here, insert. I will paste here whatever the values, username and password. Because in the Postgres I have given what user I have created Sonar itself, right? You need to tell to the SonarQube, hey SonarQube, I already created a database with name Sonar. So how database and SonarQube will communicate? By using this user. So that's the reason I provide the information under database Postgres section. Then after you need to create a service. So this service, what is this service which we are going to I'm going to explain this in upcoming Linux tutorial. How to add this all this. So then after I will start the sonar. Okay. Enable sonar. I will check the status of sonar. Okay, if it should run, super, it's running. Sometimes it will fail. If it is failed, you need to check all the steps. Have you done correctly or not? Okay. And I've added send Jenkins and SonarQube integration as well with screenshots. I will show you that, don't worry. Okay. So you can see the logs using tail -f. Under the op directory there is a SonarQube logs sonar.log. Inside that you will get every log, right? Logs is running, right? SonarQube is operational. Nothing but SonarQube is running. You can go and check. So before you can go to 9000 URL public IP instances. select public IP 9000. So what is the port of SonarCube? 9000. In the interview, if they ask, you need to tell password admin admin. So default password was admin and admin. Old password admin. New password, you can give any password. Right, this is the SonarCube UI. So if you select this user, there will be my account. Go to my account. There will be security. Here you need to create a token. Jenkins Sonar. Right. Select token type. Global token. If you generate, right. Whenever you click on generate, you will get a token. You need to copy the token. You need to create a credential in Jenkins UI with inside there will be credential sections. There you need to create a session and you need to give this token. Then Jenkins will can able to communicate with SonarCube to do the quality gates checks like every projects. You will get under project sessions, you will get all your projects. Okay, now let me show you the document. Jenkins and SonarCube integration. These steps we are going to do on Monday. Okay. So if you see aggregate app, it is passed. There is one bug, three vulnerabilities. Right. If it is fail, you need to notify to the developer. If it is pass, super, you can go further. I told you right, under security you need to generate a token. I have created token, generate, you will get a token. I told you right, under manage Jenkins there will be a go to tools, you need to add SonarCube, you need to select install automatically, save. One more thing, go to system, enter Sonar, give the SonarCube URL, okay, and I told you that you need to give the token, you need to create a new token and you need to add it. And this is a simple basic pipeline project. Pipeline agent on which server you want to run, what are the tools you are using, and stages. Under the stage you will be having workspace stage, source code management stage. What is this? I am going to explain, don't worry. Package, test, run the SonarCube analysis, check the quality gate checks. Okay, these things how to write this pipeline script, if you don't know, I will explain from scratch. Today's focus was to how to set up this SonarCube. That's it. Okay, finally we have done the setup of SonarCube and it is working fine. Now still we have some time, right? Now what I will do, I will launch an instance. Okay, I will create one new server, Ubuntu. So I will take 20. So I will not take T2 macro, I will take T2 medium. So you for SonarCube don't take T2 macro, will not work. You need to take T2 medium. SonarCube. So by taking T2 macro, if it is failed, don't come to me like it is failed. It required some high-end servers, right? It will take some time to create. T2 medium price AWS. What is the cost of T2 medium? T2 medium cost, this, search Google. Sorry. So I will go to the official website of on-demand pricing. Okay. AWS pricing calculator. So yeah, it's running. I will give name as Linux. Region. My region was Mumbai region. EC2 service. So operating system Linux. Number of instances 1. Instance family. It's T. Not T4. On demand. 0.022008. It is charge for T4 nano. I want T3. T2. T2 medium, right? We'll select T2 medium. It is showing 0.046. 0496. 496 USD to INR. So 4 Indian rupees. Now I've created a EC2 instance, right? T2 medium. It will charge me how much? 4 rupees per hour. 4 rupees per hour. So if you practice for 2 hours, you will get 8 rupees bill. So I think it is not that much. Just a moment. Yeah, sorry, I'm back. So it is not the correct one. This is also not correct. This is the correct one. So because you need to go to the AWS pricing calculator, you need to check there. So I will choose T2 large. Here itself you are getting 0.0092 per hour. 92 USD to INR. Now that means 8 rupees. If you are taking T2 large, it is 8 rupees per hour. So you need to sacrifice like a biryani per month. If you sacrifice that, you will get 100 biryanis. If you sacrifice one biryani, once you crack a job, you can purchase 100 biryanis, right? Now I will connect, log in into this VM. Okay, I will stop. No, I will not stop. I just come out. Okay, I will log in into the yes. Let me close this Visual Studio Code. It has opened by mistakenly. Okay, I'm inside this Ubuntu VM. So now what I will do, this is the basic a EC2 server, nothing but you can tell this as a system. How we have Windows system, I just created one new system in AWS. Okay, now I will just enter Java. Okay, Java. Okay, sudo apt. I told you right, you can install Java anyway. So whatever I shown you using Adaption, it is the best approach, but for demo purpose I'm just using the basic Java installation. You can use, there will be multiple ways for installing softwares in Linux. Okay, I will just enter Java. I will install Java. Enter. After installing Java, I will install Maven as well, because my I have Java installed. I can run the Java projects. If I want to run the Java projects, I need to build a Java project. So if for building, what I need to do, I need to take one tool, which is Maven. Sudo apt install. Okay. Now what I will do, I will go and take copy, paste and go. Repositories. Yeah, this is culture stop. This is the code. I will copy the code. I will manually run this. Whenever developer written the code, right, what they will do, they will clone their code. There is a typo. So they, whenever they write the code, they internally they will have the code. They will go to that ls. What is the folder name? cd. cd is nothing but change directory. Go inside that folder. I'm going inside that folder. Okay, I will execute mvn clean package. So it will download the repositories from central. In Maven, how many types of repositories will be there? Do you remember?
Three times.
Okay. What are the three types?
Central,
Okay.
uh, remote, re-
Yes. Build was successful. ls-la. Okay. cd ls-la. You can see .m2. Where it is .m2 in your local system? Nothing but it's a local repo. Right? Local repository. In Maven there is a three types. One is local, another one was remote, which he will download the from central, right? Another one was remote. Remote is nothing but some companies will not don't want to download this, right? Download these jar files from the central. So what they will do, they will not download directly from central, they will download from remote. Remote is nothing but company's own server. What they will do, they will create one new server, they will convert that server into a remote repository. Whenever Maven will call, right, it will call from remote. But at the end, what they will do, they will download required dependencies from central in their remote server, right? Remote is company's own dependencies tool, but at the end they are going to download from central itself, but they will maintain some separate server. You no need to understand all these things, but I'm telling there will be three types. One is local, which you for local for your purpose you are going to use. Another one was central, which is from internet. Another one was remote. I have already given you the image as well in the class notes, you can check there. Okay, now I think, yeah, I need to add that. If I get, I will add. I will go to .m2 folder. Let me show you that. ls-la ls-la. So there is a repository folder ls-la. Inside the repositories there are multiple folders are there. Okay, I will come out cd dot. Okay, I will go to LTJ step. Okay, ls, there is a target folder was there. Target ls. I want to run this application. So in order to run any Java application, right, this command will not change. Java -jar aggregate snapshot dot var, right? Started application, right? So it will run on 8080 port. I told you, right, yesterday. So you know, right, how to run the application manually. I have shown already. You will just create a new server. You can create this Linux anywhere. Some people will have a Ubuntu will be directly, rather than uh, what I need to say, rather than using Windows as a main operating system, some people will install Linux as their own operating system. If you have that, you can directly run this application in your Ubuntu server. Right now we don't have a Ubuntu, we have only Windows. So but I want an Ubuntu. What I am doing, I am taking for rent from AWS. So I just go on to the website I have created there. That's it. So in order to log in, I am using commands. Now I will copy the public IP address, paste colon 8080. Yes, you are getting some page. At least you are getting some page or not? Nothing but your application was deployed successfully. Okay, now I have shown you how to deploy this manually. Now I will stop this. I don't want this. Okay, cd go to home directory. So shall I install Jenkins now? I want to show you how to run this in Jenkins as well. So there is time, right? So yeah, there is 10 minutes of time still there. I don't know how to install Jenkins. What I will do, Jenkins installation, installing Jenkins, click on Linux. We are using Ubuntu. I am not going to show you pipeline project. I will show you which one. I will show you freestyle, because I need to show you the basic one as well. Then after pipeline will be from Monday. I will going to explain what is this pipeline, why companies use pipeline, advantages of pipeline. All things we are going to discuss from Monday. These 2 days you will be having time. You need to practice a lot. Okay, I will show you one Java application deployment. I will show you one Python application deployment. Right, I will show you Node.js application deployment. Right, 3 different technologies, end to end. so that you need to explain that the same thing in the interview. So not only that, I will tell you how to introduce yourself in the interview and what is the project they will ask. How to explain about the project. I'm going to explain you that. And at the end of the interview, what they will ask, do you have any questions for me? How to answer this question. So total interview perspective, how to you need to present. I will going to discuss about it. Not now. At the end of the session after completing Jenkins. Okay. Right. Once Jenkins was installed, on which port Jenkins is run? Copy the public IP address 8080. So you can ask me in the previously I have run the application, right? Because I will just come out of that application. That's the reason, right? I just given Control C, nothing but it will come out of your application. Application will be stopped. If the application is stopped, then port number will be also removed. Okay. Now what I need to do? I forget. Okay, cat, right? Sudo cat. Cat. Okay, continue. Never install suggested plugins. If your internet is low, automatically this will not be downloaded. You need to select retry, retry, retry. So you try to have a strong network. Now if you see, I'm not getting any fails. Yesterday we got many failures, right? So it will take some time. Let me pause this. So what it is doing, it is downloading some plugins which is mandatory, right? Git plugin, some plugins which will pipeline plugin, Gradle, some most common plugins it will download in the backend. If you don't select suggested plugin, if you select another option, it will not download any plugin. You will get just Jenkins. Yeah, my friend was already attending interviews on DevOps. Okay, and now he's calling me for doubts on every tool. So now what I'm planning, so I am telling him to join Google Meet so that I can, whenever he asks, I can able to answer his question and I can able to explain the same and I can able to record that, so that it will be helpful not only him, it will help for you as well, so that I can able to upload that in my YouTube channel as well, so that you can watch it. If you want, I can able to do that. If you don't want, just let me know. If you want that, yeah, I will tell him to join. Yesterday I already uploaded one video, same like that. If you, I already shared in the group as well, same like that I want to do on every tool. I just need some, like, any idea from you. Shall I do that?
Yes.
So start using Jenkins. I will create a new item. I will give sample project, freestyle project. Okay. Okay, I will run. I will just give this is Java project. Okay. Source code management. This is Git. What is the repository URL? This one. Copy this. So it is ask for credentials. I will not provide credentials because this repository is not a private. This is the public. If it is private, you have to give the credential. Sure. On which branch it is running? Main branch. Yes or no? You need to change the branch name. It's not master. It's main. Okay. Build periodically. Nothing but if you give star 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 and there will be a space 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 5, right? Every minute. So every 1 minute this job will be run. So I just kept will trigger these things we are going to explain. I will explain, right? Build step I will execute shell. Okay, here I will do mvn clean, same thing whatever I have executed on the terminal I will execute here. Save. It will fail. I know it will fail. No, it's running. Super then. So this is what manual. Finish it successful. Yes. Whatever I have done manually, same thing I have executed in Jenkins. Now I will log in as a sudo, sorry, it will automatically log out. Whenever Jenkins you have created Jenkins, sorry, install Jenkins, you will get a new Jenkins user, right? PASSWD Jenkins, sorry, PASSWD, not double A. New password, it is asking for new password. I will set a new password. Jenkins SU hyphen L Jenkins. Here I will execute sudo apt update password Jenkins, right? I, it is telling it's not a sudo file. What you will do? Sudo vi sudo. Here you will give super user powers Jenkins just sswd colon control x y enter. One more thing, sudo vi etc sshd, because by default password based authentication was disabled in EC2 instances. Just give yes. Okay, sudo service sshd restart. So I'm repeating the last class. Okay, now I will log in as a Jenkins user. Password Jenkins sudo apt update. Yes. Now what I will do, I will take this code, right? Git clone cd cultGest app mvn clean package. Okay, I'm running as a Jenkins user. Okay, build was successful. Where lib Jenkins just tab target. Okay, whatever you are running as a Jenkins user, same thing will be running in the UI as well. Running on the UI and running on as a Jenkins user, both are same, because whatever the projects you are running, right? If you see workspace, under the workspace it will create a project. These are the files. So at the end it will run on as a Jenkins user itself. So whatever the commands is executing, right, it will execute as a Jenkins user. So running on as a Jenkins user in CLI on the UI, both are same. If command is successful here, automatically, right, in the Jenkins UI also it will be successful. Now sudo apt install tree -y. Okay, now I will execute sudo apt uninstall tree -y. Not uninstall, purge. Okay, purge command will remove. Okay, I will just execute tree again. Tree command not found. Now shall we install this using Jenkins just basic job, new item, install software, so that you will understand what I am trying to say. Install job. Okay, you no need to select any code. Go to build step, add build step, execute shell, sudo apt update, and then sudo apt install tree-y. Save. So running he command here and running command in CLI, both are same. Right, finished successful. Tree was installed successful. Now I will execute tree here. Yes, it is showing something, right? I will go out. CD just stop. Sorry, CD dot dot. You will go back to one folder. Now I will execute tree. CD, I will go to home directory, tree. So it is showing some folder structure, right? You will confuse. Let me create one folder, mkdir dummy. Okay, inside dummy I will create some basic files. Dummy 1 to 20 dot txt. So I will go to dummy folder, mkdir test. Now I will execute tree. Yes, let me create some folders on touch. Test, test. Okay, let me give a dot y dot txt. Sorry. dot txt. I will execute three command, right? It is showing what are the files present in the dummy folder, as well as in under the test there is a to y files. This command is just nothing but go inside this test folder, try to create from a to y, a b c d e f c h I j, like that. From a to until y, it will create a text files. This is a shortcut to create multiple files. That's it. This thing already we have explained in Linux tutorial. Just watch that Linux tutorial, you will get it. So tree is nothing but it will show you the folder structure. That's it. Inside the folder, what are the content? Inside the folder, what are the content? That's what here he has given, right? If you see, come up, okay. This is the folder structure of Cultigesta project, right? These many folders are there. Inside the folder, what are the files? File in folder, inside folder there will be files. Everything it will be displayed with tree structure, right? Now I will go up. So, right, if you enter the inside the project, I'm executed tree. Nothing but let me go to that code. What are the folders are everything it will be displayed. So here if you see Docker file, Jenkins file, Jenkins file 1, Jenkins file, Jenkins file 1, readme.md, readme.md, mvn. So src. Inside the src, what are the folders we have? Main, test, right? Here also it is showing, right? Main. Inside the main there is a Java. Inside the Java there is a com, aggregate step. So it will show you the tree structure. That is the use of tree software. I just tried to install you some commands in UI. So now you got clarity, right? Whatever you are going to run, everything will run as a Jenkins user. So first test that command in Jenkins user, right? If you want to test sudo apt update or mvn clean package, try to run your application manually locally in your server. If it is working perfectly, then try to create a job and run the jobs. So this is what you need to do. First you need to know how to run manually. Yes, if you see sample project started or not. I given build trigger every 1 minute. So every 1 minute it is starting or not, right? It has started, it has executed an mvn clean package. Now if you wait for one more minute, you will get started 13, because I kept a build trigger as 1 minute. Every 1 minute it will run a job. Now you are getting right why Jenkins is popular. You no need to right started or not 13. Automatically it will start. You no need to click build now, build now, build now. It will automatically run your job. And you can just relax. Whenever failures will get, you can notify, you can set the notification, so automatically you will get a email. You can check that email and you can go to that job and you can fix that. Okay, that's it for today. I will stop the recording.